What's going on, everyone? This is the CLNS Media Network's Patriots Postgame show. Final score at Gillette Stadium: the Patriots fall to the Kansas City Chiefs, 23-16. Marv, I'm one guy, and I know sports officials. You can always get on them depending on the calls and whatnot. But I'm always one guy that usually says, don't play for the officials. Keep playing your game, play through it. You got to just play your game and can't really bank on what the officials do and don't do. I can blatantly and easily say today, Patriots got screwed.
Patriots did not lose to the Kansas City
Patriots
Chiefs.
got screwed today.
They lost to the Wildlife Zebras. That's what I'm going to call them. That was their opponent tonight in the second half. Look, we're going to come off as homers. We're going to come off as, we're complaining. We're blaming the game on the referees. But listen here. The refs screwed the Patriots that second half. And I don't remember seeing a game, obviously I'm biased talking about the Patriots, where you get screwed play after play after play, where it got to the point where it was too much to handle. Starting off with the fumble that they caused on Travis Kelce, and Stephon Gilmore was on his way to score 6, and they said, no thanks. It's just going to be a fumble because they had a phantom whistle. You move on there. You finally get down the field. N'Keal Harry looks like he scored a touchdown. Clear as day. They said he was out of bounds. Then you end up scoring 3 points. Fast forward, you stop the Kansas City Chiefs again. You're trying to go down the field. Philip Dorsett, pass interference. Like, there's so many more plays I can talk about, but the referees were so bad. And on top of that, you've already wasted 2 challenges because of how bad the referees were doing. So you weren't able to even save yourself from the damage that the refs did in this game. Final score, yes, it was 23-16, but Patriots had dominated the second half of this game. And were not given a fair chance to really come back.
Yeah, let me make sure this is clear. I understand this is the Patriots post-game show, so we're going to talk everything Patriots and how they performed and break down the game and what happened. But let's be clear. As Patriots, fans that I am, that you are, we still call it down the middle.
You guys been watching us long enough.
We call it down the middle. So I don't care if you're a Patriots fan, you're not a Patriots fan. I don't care if you hate the Patriots. You're sick and tired of them winning. You're sick and tired of Belichick and Brady. Whatever. Put that aside. Let's talk about the game that actually took place and how the referees of this game, the officiating crew, blew multiple calls. Yes, were those calls maybe help the Patriots, be in favor of the Patriots? Sure. The Patriots were one of the 2 teams playing in the game. Absolutely. But regardless of how you feel about the Patriots or the Chiefs or whatever, if you're just talking about the game that took place, the football game that took place, the referees screwed up. And it took a lot of opportunities and chances away for the New England Patriots to be in this game, to possibly tie the game, to possibly take the lead. That's just what it boils down to. The referees screwed. People will come in the comments say it's ref gate or Patriots got robbed. Sure. Whatever way you want to sum it up, whatever phrase you want to use, whatever line you want to say, the fact still remains the referees had a bad game.
Right. And now that we got that out the way, the refs sucked, especially the second half. Going forward, we still got to talk about 16 points that the Patriots only put up against this Kansas City Chiefs defense, and that is still unacceptable. The Patriots still found a way to struggle offensively moving the ball. The times where they finally were able to get free, you had the flea flicker. You had the James White pass. Like, it's taking a lot for this offense to get things going. The running game, non-existent. We saw, I'm not even looking at the thing right. Yes, Burkhead led the team in rushes with 7. That right there should tell you all. Sony Michel, nowhere to be found. 5 carries, 8 yards. James White, we know what he's utilized for. He's not utilized for the rushing game. He has 6 carries, probably the best one out the rushers out the team. 6 rushes, 33 yards. The 1 rush touchdown you got was from Brandon Bolden on the outside, but you're still not able to move the ball offensively.
Yeah, This running game is non-existent.
And that's a problem.
It was definitely non-existent today. Again, like Marv just said, I want to reiterate: Sony Michel, 5 carries for 8 yards. 5 carries for 8 yards. And you say, all right, Michel doesn't have it going. The next guy to step up, sure. Rex Burkhead, 7 carries for 15 yards, 2.1 yards per carry. Sony Michel, you can do the math. 5 carries for 8 yards, 1.6 yards per carry. The running game being non-existent doesn't help anything. Then you move past the running game. The offensive line. I know people are so hyped. Isaiah Wynn's back. Isaiah Wynn's back, and he's going to be great. And it's going to help protect Brady. Don't get me wrong. Isaiah Wynn is a step up from Newhouse. My stray cat that I see running down the street is a step up from Newhouse.
Jesus.
But the fact still remains that the offensive line
is putrid. Putrid.
Newhouse, Isaiah Wynn, doesn't matter. All of them across the board collectively are struggling as a unit to help the run game and help protect Tom Brady. You move past the offensive line. Tom Brady, let's be straight up. He's not Mr. Accurate right now. Some of his balls are not what we've seen from him over the years. That also plays into the part of not having enough time in the pocket, which falls a little bit on the offensive line. But Tom Brady himself, we've all seen, and if you can't agree with this, I don't know what you're watching. But Tom Brady is not super accurate like he's been over the years.
Yeah, and we could just talk about that the first half, missing plays, right? Missing Edelman on that fourth down where you needed to move on. But prior to missing Edelman that fourth down, that third down, you have Jacoby Myers who drops the ball. So it's offensively everywhere you're looking at, it's just not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, then you look at the wide receivers and the guys that they have out there, it's confusing. It's confusing because you see these guys set up. I don't know what's happening to Jacoby Myers. I don't know. Jacoby Myers, Jacoby Ellsbury, whatever the heck you want to call him.
Don't do that. I saw you tweet that. Don't do that.
What happened to the guy? This is a guy who had all the hype coming out of the preseason, all the hype. Oh, the Patriots found a gem, an undrafted free agent, that they brought to the team, and he looked great. Now, when they're actually really needing to rely on him, he's not stepping up in big moments and opportunities.
Yeah, the touchdown that we're talking about, the Philip Dorsett play, right, where there was a pass interference later on or was it the N'Keal Harry play where they called it out of bounds, right?
Yes.
You move forward, and then there was a play where you threw the ball to Jacoby Myers, and it looked like it was a touchdown at first, and then you see he wasn't able to reel it in.
Yeah, out muscled.
And then there was another play where down the field where it was a pass interference on Jacoby Myers. He couldn't reel it in because he was out muscled. There's this plays where you look at him and you see, okay, this is not a stud.
Yeah.
He's not someone who's going to make incredible plays. He's reliable at times, but he's not a huge playmaker. I mean, there's a reason that somehow he went undrafted in the league, and we can see that there's mistakes there. N'Keal Harry, he's been showing us glimpses that he could be something special, but we haven't really seen it all day. It's like, I think someone mentioned it in the comments, he's in the doghouse, so we haven't been able to see much of him. Sanu, it's starting to look at like this Sanu thing hasn't really been working out. He's not able to separate from the corners, and when he's given opportunity, he's not making the best out of it. The best game he had was against the Baltimore Ravens, where you got your break speed off. So offensively, everywhere is looking bad. James White, Julian Edelman.
That's it. That's it.
That is your offense. James White, it seemed like they saved him for the second half. Utilize him more if you have to. Like, if it's not working with Sony Michel, it's not working with Burkhead, it's okay to just have one running back out there. That's how football used to be played, with just one running back out there and letting him do work, because this offense is very, very limited. I know everyone's talking about the refs, and we got robbed, and we spoke about it.
Yes.
We spoke about it in the first 5 minutes on the show, and we just can't keep bringing it up. We got to talk about what happened in this game. The first half, Mike, once again, and this is crazy for me to say this, and people might go wild, but the first half, the Patriots once again got outcoached. Outcoached simply. Another week, third week in a row, where an offense knows what to do against your defense, where they put them in the pistol and your defense is lost. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what to do. Third week in a row that a team is able to out scheme you or know how to play around it. You would think after the Ravens game, that's something that would be a point of emphasis. And then the Houston Texans, they did the same thing against you. Then you have the Kansas City Chiefs doing the pistol formation once again. What, like, defensively, yes, they played great. They only allowed the Chiefs to score 3 points in the second half. But that first half right there was areas where you were supposed to try to do something they couldn't. Obviously, Travis Kelce, he got the best of everyone. Travis Kelce could do whatever he wanted, except for when we finally forced that fumble against the team. Because you have some playmakers. You got Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
You have Travis Kelce, and those guys did what they do best.
Yeah, I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs offense came out and they tried a couple different things, and for the most part, they worked. But for the most part, collectively, if you look at the whole game, Patriots defense held their own for the most part. Yes, you had that play there with they ran the pistol. Travis Kelce got that touchdown, but for the most part, I would say the defense did enough to put this team in a position.
You're telling me you're holding Kansas City to 23 points.
It's not bad.
I'm not.
You can't be mad at that. Especially talking about in the second half, you only gave up what? 3 points.
3 points.
3 points you gave up in the second half. The defense stepped up. But here's again, like you just talked about, a couple weeks now where the Patriots getting outcoached. It's a couple weeks now where a part of that, the offense, in a sense, is nowhere to be found. They continue to struggle. This offense completely lost their mojo. I don't know where. I can't pinpoint it when. Some people say the moment you got rid of Antonio Brown might have been it, or maybe it's the moment that you you decided to get rid of Josh Gordon. I don't know where it was, but somewhere along the way, this offense lost its mojo. You played the Browns where you put up 27, then you lost to the Ravens.
You put up 27 because the Browns gave you a couple.
True, that is also true. You played the Ravens where you scored just 20, and then from there, it's just been downhill. You put up 17 against the Eagles, you got that win, sure. You luckily beat the Cowboys. Cowboys suck. You put up 13 to beat them. The Texans, you only put up 22, you take the loss. Chiefs, you only put up 16. Like, this offense, Brady, the weapons. I saw a comment earlier that said, when I was talking about Jacoby Myers, not doing anything, he kind of sucks. The comment says something along the lines of, he's a rookie. Why are you expecting so much from a rookie? You're right. You're right. I shouldn't be expecting so much from a team that should be so much from a rookie for a team that should be contending for a Super Bowl. I've said this before, whether it's been on this post-game show, I've said it maybe on the roundtable that we do. There's no reason why Brady, being a veteran quarterback with a team that's supposed to be a Super Bowl contending team, this is the wide receivers he has to be set up with to move along the season.
Not Belichick's fault. He brought him in.
He brought him in. Josh Gordon, we still don't know what happened there. Antonio Brown, he shot himself in the foot. Sanu Edelman, sure, but like
veteran receivers.
I'd be lying to you if I said I'm not happy that
Demaryius Thomas,
Jacoby Myers and N'Keal Harry shouldn't have prominent roles on this offense. I don't know. I'm saying that, but I don't know, like, maybe who they should have in replacement or guys out there. There's not much, but at the same time, you're in a tough situation where you're banking on this offense to produce with a guy who went undrafted. For some reason, he went undrafted. We might be starting to see that now. And N'Keal Harry is still trying to find his footing. The guy can't even get on the field. We're talking about a guy who finished the game, the number 1 pick in the draft, finished the game with 1 target. I mean, it was a great play too. He tried his best to get his touchdown. The ref screwed him, whatever. He got the touchdown. But still, 1 target for your number 1 draft pick who should be fully healthy now on the field.
Yeah, and I would love to see Dorsett more. I would love to see Dorsett on this offense more. We saw that he caused early in the game. He caused a PI, and then he got sent to the medical tent later in the game. But utilize Dorsett. He's been a guy that Brady has relied on in the past, and he's always delivered. So I really don't know what's going on with that. But people in the comments saying adjustments need to be made. When is it going to happen? Because it's not like you're facing tough defenses here, Mike. Kansas City Chiefs are one of the worst defenses in the league. And once again, you were only able to put up 16 points against them. Granted, it should have been 20. Or even more than that, because we're talking about the defense should have scored 2. We get it. We understand the refs screwed everything up. But you need to be able to score. Too many plays left out on their field.
Yeah, man. It falls back onto the fact that this offense just can't, put points on the board. They're really struggling. And then next to that, obviously there were games early in the season where the defense were able to cause turnovers, get a pick six, fumble recovery, return for a touchdown. And those plays that when they happen, they're great. If your defense is able to provide 14 points for you in a game, you have to be very happy with that. But you can't bank on that happening every week. You have an offense for a reason. The offense needs to go out there and put points up. And Brady, the weapons, McDaniels, the running game, it's just not happening right
This
now.
is what drove me crazy about this offense in this game. So earlier, you're talking about causing turnovers, right? You had a block punt. You had a block punt in this game where you got set up in good field position and were able to put 0 on the field, 3 and out right away. That's unacceptable. You got to capitalize, especially against your opponent who's an offensive juggernaut. You have to capitalize on opportunities like that, and they weren't able to. Like we said, that first half of the Patriots was bad. They got booed off the field. Like it was not a good showing at all. Luckily, they were able to pick it up. Someone in the comments said the Patriots defense was worse. They clearly didn't watch the game because the second half, Patriots did adjustments and they shut Patrick Mahomes down for the most part. Caused the fumble, stopped Tyreek Hill from going crazy, contained him. The Patriots defense was not the reason why you lost this game whatsoever.
Yeah, man. And the more I sit here and continue to think about it and analyze it, if you've been watching the show, you've known that since the week they faced the Cleveland Browns, I said Patriots are going to now start to go on this stretch where they're going to face solid teams. My prediction coming into the season was that the Browns, Ravens, Eagles, Cowboys, Texans, Chiefs, those 6 teams were going to be a tough stretch for the Patriots. Going off of that stretch that I looked at at the beginning of the season, the Patriots come through that stretch now 3-3. 3 wins, 3 losses. You beat the Browns, you beat the Eagles, you beat the Cowboys, losses to the Ravens, Texans, Chiefs. Are we looking at a team that is really struggling offensively? Like this is an issue that we need
Clearly.
to have major concern about? Or is this just the fact that they've faced some tough teams over the last 6 weeks?
No, it's the former. This offense sucks, man. There's no excuse about who your opponent you're facing, Mike. We're talking about there's 3 sides of the field, 3 sides, 3 positions. There's the offenses, the defenses, special teams, and you face tough teams. Sure, none of them where their defense was elite. Kansas City, people probably would looked at that prior to the season and said, "Oh, this would have been your toughest matchup." And you were only able to put up 16 points. You listed up the scores of all 6 games. Most of them, if you scored in the 20s, is because your defense was scoring.
As much as we're sitting here talking about the offense, how bad they've been, the issues going on, here's probably a bright spot in this whole situation now with the struggling offense. The last 3 games, obviously the Bills are a tough opponent, but you take on the Bengals and the Dolphins. Here's a chance, especially starting next week against the Cincinnati Bengals, who are like 1-12.
You're going whatever happens, you're gonna smack that team.
Yeah,
that team's getting smacked.
But okay, and now you say that they should get smacked. Here's a chance to start to right the ship and build some confidence. The team suffered back-to-back losses, something that Belichick and the Patriots don't usually do. But if you want to talk about a time where you can maybe get things back on track, fix the offense, regain some confidence as you head towards the end of the season and look towards the postseason, you have to come out with a solid game against Cincinnati.
So this reminds you a little bit of last year, right? Patriots playing horrible. We all believe that last year's team is not a Super Bowl team. And if they weren't in the AFC East last year, they're not getting a bye week. Similar situation this year, where 2 out of 3 teams should be fairly easy. You should beat you have one tough game against the Bills, but the Bills you'll be facing the Bills here at home. If you win out these 3 games, that's a lot of confidence. And you get a bye, and you get the next game is at home. There's a lot of confidence going into those 3 games after you win. Just like last year. Last year was the same scenario. Team was struggling offensively, defensively.
Yeah,
they start to really get things going. They beat the Dolphins, beat the Jets or whatever. Move on, get the bye. Go in, beat the Chargers first game, and then they face Kansas City. Something similar can happen this year as well, where you beat all these teams, you get your first game at New England, and then your next game you have to go face the Ravens. The only thing this year is possibly your first game that you get could easily be Kansas City, or the Buffalo Bills, who are better opponents than the Los Angeles Chargers, whatever they're called. So it's definitely going to be a harder road to the Super Bowl this year. But similar scenarios like you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, I think what it all really boils down to is the fact that you're hoping that the Patriots can right the ship a little bit within these next 2 games. Obviously, I think we're all in agreement. You should beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
If you lose to the Bengals, now
you're not going to see trick plays against the Bengals.
If you lose to the Bengals, then you can really, I don't know, some people have officially pushed the panic button. I haven't pushed the panic button. But if you lose to the Bengals, depending on how that game goes and it's a loss, now I'm really questioning how far this team will go. But I believe a Bengals victory will come. Then if you could take on the Bills, and yes, the Bills have been a solid, team throughout the whole season, but you face the Bills in New England. If you get a dominant performance against the Bills, it'll definitely raise a lot of confidence and faith in this team all around. Are the Bills the Ravens? No. Are the Bills the Chiefs? No. But the Bills have been performing very well this season. Bills Mafia, whatever they're called. You get that win. Dolphins, they're not really playing for anything, but it'd be good to end the season on a high note. Whether you're getting the, a bye or not. You want to end the season on a high note. One ended healthy with everybody healthy, and 2 ended on a high note. So it remains to be seen. Again, Patriots just got the real tough stretch of solid teams. All teams are either in contention, fighting for contention, still have something to play for. Other than the Browns, most of these teams, probably the Eagles and Cowboys.
Now, and looking into the second half as well, there were some positives.
Absolutely.
There were some positives. Let's take away the refs and everything like that. Patriots were finally able to move the needle a little bit against Kansas City's defense. Edelman. What more can you say about Julian Edelman, man? The guy's just a warrior. A warrior.
Nice if you had help.
Jeez. 8 receptions, 95 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, he goes out there, man. He's getting double teamed, and he's still finding a way to get the ball and fight for extra yardage as he always does, as he continues to do in this game. I feel like the Patriots defensively played excellent against Patrick Mahomes in the second half. Really contained him, really flustered him in the first half. Even in the first half, they were hitting him hard. What I didn't like about the first half, you can't let a team convert on 3rd and 19. You can't let them score a touchdown on 2 and 25. Like, those are corrections that need to be fixed easily. But second half, Mahomes was bottled up. The running game, they handled that fairly well. LaShawn McCoy, 11 carries, 39 yards. Ware didn't go anywhere with 5 carries, 11 yards. You look at the receivers, like I said, Travis Kelce was able to do whatever he wanted on that field.
Yeah.
7 receptions, 66 yards. You just don't have a guy that can really cover an elite tight end. And most teams don't. Most teams just don't have that. So you got to be physical with him. And that's what they were able to do when McCourty was able – an incredible force fumble, which was so unfortunate that the refs had to screw that up because Gilmore was going to take that to the house.
Yeah, man. I'm reading a lot of comments. People are going back and forth in here. But yes, a lot of positives to take away still from this game. You know, people are going to harp on the refs and how they performed and whatnot. But one thing that for the most part has stayed consistent, excuse me, throughout this season is the fact that Patriots have a pretty solid defense. And, you know, you went from the first several games of the season where it said, wow, not only do we have a solid defense, but the offense is pretty damn good too.
Right.
You know,
undefeated
talk. I was just about to say that. I will admit it. The start of this season, I was on a undefeated train. And it seems like we're light years.
Seems long ago, huh?
Seems like we're light years away from that talk, because I thought after those first, you know, how many games they win in a row, about 7-8 games in a row, I'm thinking, whoa, this team can really go undefeated. Defense is shutting people down. Brady has a decent amount of weapons, making things happen. I thought this team was going undefeated. We had a full possible roundtable or show something talking about, is 19-0 really a possibility for this team?
Oh, it just doesn't happen. People get hurt. Things change. Yeah.
I think this season really goes to show me how well the stars were aligned in 2007.
Yeah.
Yes, they didn't get it done at the end.
I tried telling you there will never be an opportunity like 2007.
But the stars,
there will never be something like that
aligned in 2007. And I thought they were possibly aligned again this season, but here we are. Offense sucks. Brady doesn't have it anymore. We don't have any weapons. You know, it's a complete twist and change of how I felt to start the year for sure.
Ryan Mooney's asking me if this is the last season for Brady in New England. Ryan, with all due respect, I'm not going to answer that question right now. Do things look good? No. Brady's mood and everything like that has really got me thinking, and all I know is going to be a very, very interesting offseason for Tom Brady and the Patriots. I don't know what is going to happen. I'm really clueless. If I was going to pick whether he stay or not, I'm really on the fence, 50-50. But ask me closer to during the end of the season. I'll make my judgment there.
I'm sorry for all the people that heard me talk about 2007 and got really depressed. Wasn't my intentions, but it is what it is. Yeah, man. Tough game to lose. Tough game to lose today against the Kansas City Chiefs.
This game pissed me off. This game really
didn't make a lot of people happy.
This game really
a little bit of the Patriots play, a lot of the refs, but
these are the games where you just don't even want to watch ESPN the next day.
Yeah,
you don't even want to.
You know, all the shows, the first takes, and
you don't. You just want to just be in your little bubble.
Skip Bayless and Shannon. You know, they're all gonna have their segments about the Patriots, and
you don't want to watch. You don't want to really watch.
It is what it is. But if you've been a Patriots fan long enough, you know you can't really harp on these games. Similar to a season or 2 seasons ago, whatever. You lost to the Chiefs. You're on to Cincinnati.
Yeah,
you're on to Cincinnati. That's literally what it is. Not even just to use that motto or whatever that Belichick had, but that's literally the case. You're on to Cincinnati, and you can hope within these next couple of games, you know, something gets sparked.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is
either.
Comments
are booming though.
Appreciate y'all in the comments, absolutely. But we can get ready to jump to the stars and sorries, man. Unless you got more comments on this game.
Yeah, that's why I did the drum roll.
You was ready. You set it up.
I thought it was just, I'm gonna ask you on this show because I don't know what it means. But what's What's the blue mark mean on the comment section?
You asking me like I know. I saw it pop up too. I don't know. But whoever said that, TJ Hannah, appreciate it. I don't know what your $1.99, thanks.
Does that come to us?
I used to split it $2. Dollar.
They still do McChickens.
Value meal.
Value meal.
Go to that.
Hey, we appreciate
someone send
whatever
another one so we get a 4 for 4 on this side.
Facts.
But anyways, yes, let's get right into it. Stars and sorries of the game. Star of the game. Let's start off with the stars. If you have some, please send them our way via the comments. But star of the game, two guys. I just get it right out of there. Two guys for sure definitely receive a star of the game. Two guys who've continuously showed up week in and week out. Julian Edelman and James White. Once again, we put the stats out there, but just to remind everybody, Julian Edelman, 8 receptions, 95 yards, and a touchdown. James White had 5 receptions for 27 yards. He also ran the ball 6 times for 33 yards, and he also completed his first career pass for 35 yards, a pass that went to Jacoby Myers. Shout out to those two guys. They both received stars of the game. Last couple of weeks, it seems like it's always them because they always seem to be the only bright spots in this offense, and they continue to be, models of consistency for this team.
Yeah, definitely. White, Edelman, that's the duo right there offensively for the New England Patriots. Got to give Devin McCourty a star as well for that play I was just talking about. That forced fumble on Travis Kelce was huge. He led the team in tackles tonight with 9. Devin McCourty's having one of his best seasons in New England right now. Definitely got to give him a star. Look, I don't want to do it, but I got to say it. Patrick Mahomes got his first dub against the New England Patriots. This is the newcomer, the up and coming athlete. We all know what he can do in this game. Sure, he got a lot of help from the Zebras tonight, but he got his first dub. First half, he was incredible. Second half, got bottled up. I'll give Kansas City their star for beating New England at New England. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. Shout out to TJ Hannah. You get a star on this show too.
Facts for your donation.
Your donation helps us out. So we appreciate you. You definitely get a star. But Mike, when there's the good,
there's the bad. And when you're bad on this show right here, we tell you sorry. So swing the sorries out to us for sure. Let's get the first one out the way.
Yeah.
Speak on it, Marv.
Yeah. I mentioned it earlier. Patriots had 2 opponents. It was the Kansas City Chiefs and the Wildlife Zebras. Wildlife Zebras, they're in every game. But usually they make their presence known a tad bit. They don't come in and sit on the bench, call plays, and really start messing things up. But that's what the Wildlife Zebras did tonight against the New England Patriots. They have phantom calls. They called things out of bounds when it wasn't out of bounds. Forced Bill Belichick to throw challenges and wasn't overturned. I mean, this game is as sorry as it gets for the refs. I know there's been bad plays like in the Saints NFC Championship where that's one major blown call. I'm talking about calls, plural, horrible. The whole second half was real bad. Missed pass interferences. And then when they messed up for the Patriots, they even tried to give us a makeup call with Kansas City. It was just a sorry-ass game. Sorry-ass game from the referees. And, everyone tomorrow is going to be talking about the N'Keal Harry non-touchdown play. So on this show, we got to give it to the sorry ass refs and give them a big fat
sorry. And this sorry is like, if you didn't feel it, this is a serious sorry because the refs terrible. Again, I'm not one to harp on the refs. I know I'm not a professional athlete. Most basketball I ever played, some pickup men's league around the way. And even in those leagues, if the refs don't call a foul, I know football and basketball are 2 different sports, but the refs don't call a foul for me. I felt like I get hacked. I don't spend time arguing with the refs. I'm not an arguer with the refs. I just go down and say, whatever. Let me get to the next play. But when you're this bad and you costing games and costing points and touchdown, like, damn, sorry ass performance. I don't know how those referees made their way out of New England. I always wondered that. But they got a secret tunnel somewhere, private bus.
Yeah, I don't know how they're getting out.
I don't know how they're getting out of New England. I don't know how they're getting out of Massachusetts. Private plane somewhere. I don't know. But good luck.
This one was bad. This one was real bad. And everyone who's on the comment talking about we complaining and things like that, you clearly didn't watch the show. You just jumped in. You must have just jumped in because we broke this game down completely. What else? What else is a sorry out there? I know you want to give one.
Oh yeah, I just seen his name pop up too.
Just be respectful with his name.
Jacoby Ellsbury Myers.
Oh my God.
Not the Boston Red Sox Jacoby Ellsbury, the Yankees Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jesus.
The man went undrafted. Which means his name was on the draft board and 32 teams said, we're not drafting that guy. But the Patriots said, hey, we'll take a chance on him. And he said, oh, Patriots, I thank you. You're giving me a chance. I'm so thankful. I'm going to come here and work hard and do my thing.
Mike is being disrespectful.
Went to training camp. It looked good in training camp.
Looked good.
Went to preseason. Looked good in preseason.
Looked good.
Couple exhibition games. Looked great. A couple early games on in the season, not on the field. Couple times guys go, hey, where's Jacoby Myers? He looked good. Why isn't he getting a chance? Where's Jacoby Myers at? Well, Jacoby Myers, you on the field now. You on the field. You're getting opportunities. And Brady is putting the ball right in your mother. That's a children's show.
Come on, bro.
Brady's giving you the ball in your hands. And what they call hands that sometimes can't catch? Stone hands. Brick hands. Hands made out of cement. Jacoby Myers Ellsbury has been very, very, especially after this game, very, 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 very sorry.
Sheesh, Mike. I'm not giving Myers a sorry.
I'm giving him a sorry.
I'm not giving him a sorry. Myers still comes out and he makes some plays here.
You call him Myers? That's ice cream?
I said Myers.
Oh,
put some respect on my name. I said Myers. Myers, I won't give him a sorry, but boy, oh boy, his hands ain't what we thought they were. And just the offense, once again, you have another opportunity to put up some points against a sorry-ass defense. And you're not able to.
Yeah,
there's nobody missing. There's nobody hurt.
This is the team you have to work with.
This is your team right here. And boy, it's looking slow. Once they get to the red zone, this team just doesn't know what to do. Yeah. The red zone offense is caca.
Even there in the fourth, I'm just watching it inside the 20. And I have no confidence.
No,
I have no confidence.
There's nothing. There is nothing.
They tried to go to Edelman, and even that play, I'm like, that's all we got because it's tough.
Yeah, man. This offense is not looking good, but you move on, like Mike said, to Cincinnati Bengals. Things should start looking prettier. Should
you use that game, mop the floor with the Bengals, and give a nice little confidence boost. Yes, are they an elite team? Are you beating an elite dominant team? No, you're not. Excuse me. I understand the Bengals, they suck. It just hasn't been their year, which seems to be the story the last several years for them. But you need to mop the floor with the Bengals. Point blank, period. I need to see one of them early season blowouts that the Patriots were putting up earlier in the season. I need to see that against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's just it.
Definitely. And everyone who's in the comments, giving likes, giving donations, shout out to y'all. Man, we get it. This game wasn't pretty. We might have looked frustrated out there, calling people out their names and such whatnot. Yeah. But this is just a show, man. We have fun here. Give us a shout out where you're from. We'll give you guys a couple of shout outs where you are watching the Patriots post game show from.
Yeah, let us know.
Shout out to Nick, We do the Patriots round table.
Nick, you just trying to get me hyped up. Stop dropping Danny Ainge's name in this damn post-game show. I don't want to talk about it, Nick.
This is the Patriots post-game show.
Please don't get me hyped here,
Nick. Not the Celtics post-game show.
Please don't get me hyped here.
Shout out to Nick. We do the Patriots round table. You could catch us during the week. Mike Nice, myself, and Nick holding it down, and we'll definitely be talking more about this Kansas City game for sure. We got our boy Eric, always showing love from Nigeria, Lagos. What's the word? We got Jerome from Georgia.
Georgia. We won't sing on this show, not karaoke time. But yeah, look, another comment again. We still getting the A-B comments. The Patriots came out and said they are not going to resign Antonio Brown. Read my lips. The Patriots will not be resigning Antonio Brown. Let it go. It's tough. Believe me, it's tough. It's an easy match for Patriots and Antonio Brown. It's easy, but it's not happening.
We got Derek. He said Des Bryant.
You know, take a chance. Bring him in for the week for training camp. Not training camp. Sorry. Bring him in for a week of practice. If he sucks, he sucks. Let him go. It can't hurt having Des Bryant out there with Nikhil and Jacoby. It can't hurt. But
we'll see. We got people from Ottawa watching. We got who we got here? Vic from Kansas City.
Hey.
Okay. I don't know whose side you on, Vic, but shout out for you for watching us from all the way over there. Yeah, man. Any last thoughts on this game, on this show?
Look, again, I said it again. Tough loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, especially at home, ending the Patriots' 21-game winning streak at Gillette Stadium. You know, I'm always one to say playing in Gillette is tough for opposing teams. Kansas City was able to come in and get the win, which is a rare occurrence. Also, having to go up against the refs didn't make things any easier. But either way, on to Cincinnati. That's where I'm at right now.
All right. We got some people still talking about Dez, but you know we got some Chief Nations in the comments.
Shout out to Chief Nations. You know we open.
I hope we see them again.
We don't just need all the Patriots fans. We want people who root on for everybody. Just sports fans, football fans in general. You know, appreciate the comments.
All
and
the
everything.
new people. We are here every game. After every game, this is where you can find us. Patriots post-game show on CLNS Media. Give us a like. You know, all the support matters. It helps us continue to do this show. So if you are a Chiefs fan, you are a Patriots fan, or you're just a football person, or you're just a fan of us. You don't even watch football. You just like seeing our faces.
Appreciate y'all indeed.
Give us a little like, and we're going to continue this going every week as long as the Patriots are playing. And for us, it's been what? A 3-year streak?
3-4 years?
We're on a 3-year streak since we've been doing this.
Every year we've done this post-game show, the Patriots have been in the Super Bowl.
Oh, y'all didn't know?
Every year, Marvin and I have done this show, the Patriots have been in the Super Bowl.
And they've had some bad years. They've had some good years. But know what? It always ends is the Super Bowl.
So let's hope that luck continues. Once again, this has been the CLNS Media Network's Patriots post-game show. Marvin is on. Mike Molyneux. We will see you guys next week following the game against the
Cincinnati
Bengals.